My name is Raquel Alim, and my eye condition is retinitis pigmentosa. So what it does is it slowly takes away your vision. It usually starts with the night vision, and then it slowly turns into tunnel vision. So it takes some of your peripheral vision over time, and then your central vision. I was 12 when my retina specialist said I was going to go blind because I have retinitis pigmentosa. However, I wasn't educated on the spectrum of blindness. So I thought that going blind meant completely pitch black. So as I was going blind, I didn't even know I was going blind because I was just waiting to see pitch black. All I remember is a brochure that was handed to us that said, this is retinitis pigmentosa, this is what it causes, and you're gonna go blind. There's no treatment, no cure. We'll see you next year. So when I was 19, I was on my own, going to my own doctor appointments, and that's when it kind of clicked a little bit more, when I realized that, okay, I have to start thinking, where am I gonna live? How am I gonna afford to live on my own? I was in school to be an architect because I used to like to draw and design. Who's gonna hire a blind architect? I had to switch my major, and I had to think realistically at that time because I didn't know what was out there for the visually impaired blind community, and I switched my major and let go of the art that I used to love to do. I used to draw a lot when I was a child, and I let go of that because I went back to school, got into healthcare, started working in healthcare, and life gets in the way, so you kind of let go of your hobbies sometimes. I always have art flowing through me. I never have that block to create art. I think my issue is I have too many things in my head that I need to paint. And then I stress myself out because how am I gonna get through these 100 paintings that I could picture with so little time, and then I have to hurry because my vision's only getting worse, and then I also have to work. So I never have the block. I have too many in my head that I need to get out there, which I'm very thankful for. My process is I have to go big. So I've learned to adjust to retinitis pigmentosa and vision loss and being legally blind by magnifying everything. So if you see my phone, everything is zoom. I realize I'm adjusting to life this way. Why not adjust to art the same way? I do it with work, I do it with life. Let's try it with art, and it worked. I have my down moments, and that's okay. If I have a day of being down or a few hours, it's okay. And just tomorrow's a new day, and tomorrow I'll get back out there and do whatever I can. So the artwork is just like life. You have to feel it, and when you know it's right, you just go with it. One of the first paintings that I did was a lion, and I'll show it to you. I turned it into a bag. I actually donated it for clinical research to help find a cure for blindness. So the background is all black, and you could only see half of his face. The side of his face that you can see has 2 scars over the eyes. So I knew I wanted to paint a lion, but I wanted to make him a little different. So I put the scars over the eyes because I've gone through a lot with my eyes, and I wanted to create a painting of a lion that's strong and courageous, that reminds me to stay strong. I went through so many doctors. They were all kind to me, respectful, but there was one doctor that I didn't meet until 20 plus years after I was diagnosed, Dr. Barua in San Diego. And he was the very first doctor that said, "Hi Raquel, how are you doing with your RP? How's your mental health? Do you need to speak to a psychologist or therapy group? There's this organization, they could help you use a cane. Have you thought about that?" Or how is he the first doctor to tell me this? How come nobody told me this when I was 12 or 19 or every year that I went to a doctor, and all I heard was, "Come back next year, there's still no cure, there's still no cure." Or, "Yeah, we're gonna treat you for this with injections. come back in 2 months for your next treatment. I got a bunch of that, but how come nobody said, hey, there's this group of other visually impaired people, and I think that could help you. I always tell my doctor, Dr. Barua, like, you're the first one. Thank you so much. And I am gonna educate as many people, as many doctors as I can, because everyone should be like you, is what I told him. So with my son, he's been watching me go blind, since he was little. So he's seen me go through vision loss, and now he's seen others that are going through vision loss, just to normalize it a little bit, and so he could see how it could be in the future, because there's also people there that have less vision than I do, that need more assistance. And that's helpful for him, and it's also helpful for me. I'm looking at what my future is going to be when I'm completely blind, and how they do things, and how they're always sitting there laughing and playing games, and you could still do things. So that's why I'm a big part of that community. There's still that 50-50 chance that my son will have this condition. We've talked about it. But if he does, I'm surrounding him with the community that will show him it's okay. If I were able to sit down with my 12-year-old self, I would show the art of other visually impaired people. I would have showed their music, their photography, their filmmaking, their visual art, showcase as many talents as I could. Anything that I could, I would share it, so that that little girl could decide where she wants to go in life and how many options she has.